Okay, so for this next session, uh, I'm going to continue first with the reinforcement, but in a different case. Let's say, for example, we want to create a reinforcement on a tapered section. So meaning, the section is not a straight one, unlike this what we did here before. It's a straight, right? So okay, let me just show my reinforcement in the okay, it's already there. So meaning I did not add the reinforcement here. So maybe I did not save. Anyway, so what I mean is, let's say for example, I have a beam. Okay, I have a beam here. I have a beam here. So this beam size, uh, I would change this beam size to 800 by 400. All right, and then let's say this beam is a tapered beam. So I'm going to create 3D view of part. Okay, you may follow me. Create 3D view of part. So from this 3D view of part, and then Control P. Okay, Control P. So I can use my edit line cut. Okay, I can use my line cut, and then select the beam, and then pick from this point to the middle, not middle or somewhere here. So approximately on this maybe 1/3 of the height of the beam, and then click. So you can see that I have the tapered. Okay, can you do that one? Just let me know once you. Okay, let me repeat, huh? So select this one, select the line cut, select the beam, and then click from this point to this point. So if you want to have a precise and then click this side. If you want to have a precise height of this other section, then use your construction line or construction point. Okay, let me know once you're done. Okay, Howard, done already? Yeah. So as you can see here, you have already you have the tapered section. Yeah, tapered section. All right. So how about the others? Okay. So okay, done. So now the next thing is we're going to, because the main the main thing here is to add the link. All right. So for the link, okay, let me just show you the link and the main bar. So I will show you the link first. Okay. So from here, so like what we used to do, go to this rebar and then select the rebar group. Okay, so press the shift key and then click the rebar group, so that you can find the on the right hand side you can find the properties of the rebar group. So okay, again, this one, you can always type here stirrups or links. And then let's say the size will be 10. And then the class, let's say number 2. So let's say I'm going to use the expose rebar, I'm going to have a 180. So meaning my reinforcement looks like this. So I'm going to put the reinforcement look like this. All right. So something like this one is expose. Let's say 200. All right. So I have a U-shaped reinforcement. So that is what we're going to do. So again, go to the bar group. So you have now the standard 180 and then 25. So from plane. So this one I will put negative 200. Kindly follow what I have typed here in the parameters. So I have a 25 from plane, and then let's say this one is 50 from plane, 25 on plane, and then I have 200, 200 target spacing. All right. And the important here is the rebar group type. Okay. The rebar group type must be tapered. So select this one, tapered. Okay. So I hope that one is clear. So now I'm going to add that one to my concrete. So pick the part to reinforce. So pick the part to reinforce. I'm going to select the beam. Okay, select this beam. Sorry. Okay, select the beam and then pick the shape. So my shape is U shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then middle button of your mouse. So usually we pick the range, but this time I'm going to pick the shape again to the other side. So I'm going to start again where I started, the side where I started from the beginning. So I'm going to click here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. Then you have now the tapered reinforcement. Okay, so make it sure that you pick the correct uh, you pick the same pick first pick point on this side to the other side. Why? Because if not, look what will happen if I'm going to pick this one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, middle button. If I click here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, what will happen is your it will be distorted. See, it will be distorted if you do it, if you do something like that. So be careful on that peak point, because if you start from this side, then here you start also from the left side. Okay, so again, pick the part to reinforce. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse, and there you go. So you have now a very nice tapered link. Okay, so can you do that one again for your exercise? I hope you still remember doing the this one. So for your exercise, I want you to add the main bar. So I want you to add the main bar where the main bar. So I want you to add a main bar here. Main bar here, and then main bar. Okay, so the top and bottom main bar. So kindly add that one. So let's say you put here H H20 by let's say by ano lang, by three quantity, three quantity of H20. So three here and then three here, three. Okay, let me continue. I'm going to add the main bar here, all right? So while you're doing, while waiting for you, anyway, this one is not much, nothing special. So I will go back to the main bar, to the this bar group, and then I will change it back to normal because the main bar will be a normal bar. So I'll type here main bar. Let's say it's H20, and then here I'll put let's say 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and then the on plane here will be 35. From plane is let's say 45, and then negative 200 as well for the so that it will be extended outside. All right, and then the distribution will be by number, and then I will put here 3. All right, so maybe I'll change this color to 4. So again, pick the part to reinforce. Then here, 1, and then 2, and then middle button of your mouse, and then 1, 2 for the range, the uh, the old way of doing it. So if you notice here, it will go outside. Okay, so don't worry about this because here we can change the on plane to negative. As I've told you, it's a matter of adding the positive negative, and then this one I'll change this one to negative 90, and then let's say the radius I'll put here 20, and then this one I'll change it to custom hook negative 90, and then this one is 20, and there you go. All right, and then for the bottom part, same thing. So select, and then 1, 2. I think I need to change this one again, but anyway, and then the range. So of course, yes, I need to change this one again, but this time I'll just put here negative, positive, and then this one all positive. All right. So because it follows the slope, that's why this one is 90 degrees. Then if you want, you can just simply get the slope of this one and then put that value to the degree. So how to get that slope? So from here, if you add the okay, if you go to this measure angle, so I'm going to pick this point, make it straight, okay, ortho, and then click this part, this slope. So you can see here the 0.42 this angle. So just hold on. From here, as you can see here, the degree is 4.28 or 4.29. So bending, from this bending, uh, maybe I can add this one as 4.29, something like this. Yeah. So this one makes straight. And then here, instead of 90, so this one is less. I don't know. Maybe if we can try also the 4.29. So should be less. So meaning 90 minus 4.29. So 85.71. So this one will be 85.71. So this is how you make it straight. Okay? There you go. So again, if that one is clashing, Control R. Okay, because of the radius here. So I'll just simply change the radius to 20. Yeah, so that there will be no clashing here. All right, so that's how you add the reinforcement in the tapered section. So any question on this? Any question? Again, kindly use your chat box if you have a question, or if you're done, then kindly use your chat box. Okay, so done. All right, all right. So no question. So meaning we can go ahead. So this one is the tapered section. Now, let's. How about if we have a beam, a curved beam? Okay, so how we're going to put the reinforcement if the beam is curved? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to so again, creating a curved beam, there are two ways. One is use the poly beam, this one, two, three. So this one will be I can change this one to arc point, and then so that one is a curved beam. So by picking 1, 2, 3, or the other way of creating a curved beam is just simply use this concrete beam and then change this one XY plane to, let's say, 6,000, segment of 59, which is the maximum segment. So you have the curve beam. So if you want to have a uh, more curve, then you change that one to 4,000. Okay, so that one is the curve section, curve beam. Now, the question is how we are going to add the link or the reinforcement here for the curve section or curve beam. Okay, so either of the two I can use. So let's say this one. So this has the 4,000 radius. So what we can do is this. First is we can add now the what do you call that? We can also create the or sorry. Um let's try to use the construction line. So here, remember circle, you have the construction circle. Let's say, for example, this one. Then let's say from here to here, or let's say 4,000, something like this. Yeah. So now with this construction circle, I can use my poly beam, and then click here one, two, and then three, middle button of your mouse, and then this one, I can change this one to arc point. Yeah. So you have now so this is how you use the construction circle, right? If you have this curve beam. Can you add this curve beam first before we add the reinforcement? Kindly add the reinforcement, the curve beam. So once you're done, let me know so that we can continue adding the reinforcement on the curve section. So the reason why I'm showing this one to you is we don't know uh, what's going ahead of us. All right, all right. Circle, circle one. Okay. So for the circle, I'm going to use the edit construction. This one, construction object, and then click this circle, and then under the circle you can see that these okay, once you click this circle, this one will show up. Okay, so select the first one, construction circle, by enter the origin and the radius, center point and radius. So click here from here. So let's say I have a 4,000 radius. All right. So from there, I have now the circle, and then from this circle, I'll go to the concrete uh, polybeam. So click here one, two, three, and then middle button of your mouse, and then change the jumper to arc point, and then modify. So there you go. All right. So let me know once you are done with this curve beam, and then we will continue again. I can Repeat again, make the beam curve. I can't do that. Okay. So first of all, you have this circle, right? You did this circle. All you have to do is to select this poly beam. Okay, select this poly beam and then click 1, 2, and then 3. So click 1, 2, 3, and then middle button of your mouse. Then after you have this beam, you can see the handle. So in the middle handle, just double click the handle, and then from this right hand side panel, you can select the arc point and then modify. So there you go. All right. So how about the others? All right. Okay. Done. Done. All right. So now to this one is a bit. I mean, of course, it's not as straightforward in adding the curve reinforcement here, but I'm just going to show you how it's done manually. But basically, you can download an application in our warehouse to add that one in a simpler way. But let us do that one in a way where we can use our tool directly from rebar group. Okay, so this is how it. So this is how you do it. First, okay. First of all, you can add the a guideline on the third uh, on the section at the middle, right? So because let's say, for example, our rebar is a close link. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a point. So add at any position. This one, add at any position. So meaning I'm going to add 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, make it sure that you add the points correctly. So make it sure that you click the points on the exact position where you want to pick. Okay, yeah, so at the edge. So if you notice here, the point changes color if that one is out of the plane. So the black color point, meaning that one you are on the plane. Okay, this one is out of the plane, the red color. So that one is the indication. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to move this point at the middle because I have already the reference on the geometry. So I need to move the point at the middle. So to do that one, so remember I have this center point of the radius. So all I have to do is to select this point, right click, and then move, rotate. So here, click this center point, move, rotate. So what will be the degree? What will be the degree? So maybe we can put here 20 degrees and then move. So 20 degrees is going to the left. So I will just simply type here negative, move. Okay, so maybe I'll add here another 5 degrees here. Okay, so there you go. Or what you can do is this, I'll put it on. Okay, so let's say again, pick this one. So I'll just put here negative 10 and then click here, move twice or thrice. Okay, so there you go. So I have now the points at the middle. I don't need the points here because I can click this point for my rebar. Okay, So that will be the point. So have you done that, or you want me to repeat? Okay, maybe I'll just repeat for the so that you can see it again. All right. So first thing to do is go to the point and then add at any position. So first, make it sure that you click that corner. Okay, click that corner of the beam. Okay, so once you have those points, what you can do is Control P and then select all the 4 points and then right click and then move, rotate. So once you click move, rotate, it will ask you to pick the origin of the rotation. So the origin of the rotation is the center of the circle, which is this. All right. All right. Maybe I will just simply move this one to here. Ah, sorry. Let me move this so that you can see the center. All right. Again, select the point, right click, and then rotate, move, rotate, and then pick this center of the circle. So this is the position. And then here, you type here, let's say -10. Okay. And then move. So you can see, so do you need that point here? If it is not enough, just simply click move and then another move. Okay, so that's the position. All right. So have you done it? Okay. Cesar, done already. Devin, done. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. So means we're ready to go for adding the rebar. So for the rebar here, all right. So what you can do now is go back to the concrete and then on the rebar group. So same thing, links 10, 20, and then this one. So maybe I'll use the U shape again. Okay, so I can use this one, and then this time instead of the tapered, I can use the tapered curve. Okay, tapered curve. All right, so you will notice that the number of cross section is here are 3. So 1, 2, 3. Earlier, when I select the tapered, so the number of section are 2. So 1 and then 2. So now, tapered curve, there are 3. All right, so the keyword here it's curve. All right, so to do that, to add the reinforcement, you can do something like this. Select the part to reinforce. All right. Again, if I start from left, you always start from left to the 3 sides. All right. So here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Middle button of your mouse, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle button of your mouse, and then here, something like this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Middle button of your mouse, and that's it. You have now the perfect curve link. And you notice that one is easy because you can use the 3D itself. You can model it in three-dimensional. So no need for you to create those all of those sections to do it. Then directly you can do it in 3D. Okay, did you get it, or do you want me to repeat? Let me know if you want me to repeat, or just try that one first, and then if you cannot get it, then I will repeat. Yes, one more time. Okay, no worry. So again, select this part. Okay, so of course, first is you have the tapered. This is the keyword, or the key here is to use the tapered curve. If not, then you will not able to do that. Okay, so this one are the normal settings. So you can do the 180 degrees or 90 degrees. So let's say, for example, this time I'll put 90 degrees, and then here pick the part to reinforce. Okay, one. Okay, two. Look, can you see this one? 800, meaning there's no excess on there's no point or something. So meaning I'm picking the correct position. Two. Then this one, see here. If I click here, 3999.90, that one is wrong. So meaning you zoom a little bit and then you pick the correct position. So 400. And then here, 3. Okay, middle button of your mouse. And then again, this one, 1, 2, 3. Watch for the value when you click so that you will not be, there will be no error. So middle button of your mouse, and then here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, middle button of your mouse. So this time, this one is 90 degrees. Okay, how about the others? Done? Okay, so now, how about the main bar here? Okay, at this time, for the if we are using a bar group, unfortunately, we don't have the. I mean, adding the main bar using the bar group is a manual thing here. So manual meaning you need to specify the what do you call that, the segment. Unfortunately, okay, at this point of time. So using the rebar group, so we can add the main bar, but we need to pick the segment. So meaning, so here we can pick every segment on this curve for if we are using this reinforcing bar. Okay, so but okay, let me just show it to you. So let's say I have the bar group here, or I think this one we cannot use the bar group, but we can use the uh, the bar only, this single bar, because if you click this segment here on the first line, the shape will be different on the second line. Okay, so what we can do is this rebar. So let's say this one, I will type here a main bar, and then let's say this one is 20. Again, change this color. So here I will just put a no hook. Okay, so this time let's say I'm going to put here 40 and then 40. All right, let's say this one 50, 50. All right, so all I have to do is to first pick this part to reinforce, and then here one. So in this case, you need to click this one, the end. So as you can see here, one, then two. So you can see here, you need to pick the shape. So this one is something like, unfortunately, that can this one need to be done under this rebar group. Okay. Later, I will show you something about maybe other tools to add this kind of shape. All right. So I'm halfway. So as you can see here, you can click, you can snap on that end. Yeah. And middle button of your mouse. So here, then we can change this one to, let's say, negative. Okay, so there you go. So you have now this reinforcement. So if you want to have a extension here, let's say negative 200, negative 200, enter. So you have also the extension. Okay, one easier way is this. I can just simply select, again, I'm just repeating. This time I'm putting that one on the other side. So I'm going to click here, 1, 2, and then 3. And then middle button of your mouse. All right, so you have now this reinforcement. Okay, so maybe uh, I'll change the position. So this one is maybe positive, and then this one should be negative. Okay, so if you notice here, I just put two. I just put two segment. So you can also do this one, but you can use the direct modification to add the segment. Okay, I found that this one is easier. Why? Because once I click this direct modification and then click this handle, all right, or click this rebar. So as you can see here, I'll just simply click the middle and then put it here. Okay, so always click the middle and then put here, something like this. So this one will be less segment. So just simply click on the middle of the segment, and then you can add. So just simply stretch that one. But it depends on you which one is will be easier for you. So here you have now this reinforcement, the main bar reinforcement. Okay, so can you try that one? And then we can have a, I'm going to, let's see. So because after this, I'm going to give you the exercise for the let's say a wall, we're going to start with a wall with opening and then reinforcement, and then from there we're going to create the drawing, and then afterwards we're going to discuss the PPBC. At least we have the idea on how to create the wall, because as you know, PPBC uh, is consisting of four walls, slab, and ceiling. All right, so kindly try this one first, and then I'll give you time to add this one, and then I'm going to let we're going to have a 10 minutes break, and then I'm going to send you the exercise for the wall. Let me just simply create. I'm going to create a simple wall exercise so that I can send you to WhatsApp. Okay, just continue on doing this one. You can add the reinforcement also above. All right, and then we will continue after the break. Okay, so let's say 10:15 will continue. All right, so this one will be your exercise. Uh, so we have this wall with the length of 4,500 with the height of 2,850. And then we have the opening 25 by 16. So we have all this grout tube, and we have this cutting to sit where the slab is sitting. And then we have the lifting anchor, the molder propping, and then the grout tube. So we do all these things together. All right, and then here I forgot to put, but there is a link. But later I will just show the reinforcement later. Okay, so let us create the mold drawing first, and then the reinforcement will be added later. So if you notice here, we have the dimensions. So this dimension is the one that our aim today is to create the drawing with all these dimensions automatically. Okay, but of course we cannot do this one automatically in a single snap of a finger, but we need to do some work on that one, and that's what we're going to do after we do the modeling. So I will leave this one to you. So I think uh, okay, initially I will give you 30 minutes to do this one, huh? So create the wall, and then all these uh, add all these embeds. And then if you have any question, just let me know. Okay, so that I can discuss this one to you here in the screen. All right. So all right. So kindly start doing this one now. Okay, I'll start with the precast wall from the panel here. So I'll type here precast wall. All right, and then the height will be 2,850 by 150. Okay, and then let's say I will put this front, then this one is left. All right, so precast, and then pick this point, and then look for 4,500 here, middle button of your mouse. Then you have now this wall. Okay, so I can isolate this view using my create view 3D view of part, and then the next thing to do is to add the opening. So the opening size, it's already established here, the opening size. So for the opening size, it is 2,500 by 1,600. And then, as I've mentioned to you, the location of the opening is already specified. So I'm going to press Control 2, Okay, Control 2 so that it will be transparent. And then for the opening, again, there are too many ways different ways to do it. You can add a construction line, you can add a construction point, you can add, since you have the size of the opening, you can add that one on the corner and then just move it. Or you can just simply use the control key. So at this point of time, I'm going to use the control key, and in the polygon cut, select the part to be cut, which is this wall. So I'm going to start from this point, but before I click this one, I need to hold the control, and then click, and then go up, which is 700. So look for the 700, and then press the control, hold, and then here look for 1000, 1000 dimensions. Okay, so now no need to click control here, because again, when you see this 1000, just simply click your left button of your mouse. No need to press the control key, because this is the first point of our opening. And then go up, look for 1600. All right, and then 2500, 16, and then middle button of your mouse, and you have now the opening. Okay, now I want to create the I can now add the cutting here, okay, which is 200 by 100. So the cutting, I'm going to use also my polygon cut. So from here, select the part to be cut, and then 1, and then 100, and then go down 200, and then here 100 as well, and then middle button of your mouse. Then you have now the cutting at the top of the wall. All right. Next, I'm going to add the grout tube now. So for the grout tube, here I can use again my 3D view. All right. If you're not used to the 3D view, you can always create basic views. You can do that one on the create basic views, and then use this side view. If you don't want to use the 3D view. But for the meantime, I'm going to show you how to model that one in 3D view. So from here, go to steel, and then under the beam, go to this poly beam. So poly beam, make it sure that you rename it properly. You type grout tube, and then the profile is PD 50 by 3. Okay, it changes 1 to 2, and then make it middle. All right, so pick this point 1, and then 300. Look for 300. 400. 400, and then here make it a perpendicular 75. Press the control key and then click, and then move up. Look for 75 again, and then middle button of your mouse, and there you go. All right, but the thing here is we really need to go to the side view, so that we can cut this one correctly. So what I will do is it's either I use this one and then create default views of part, okay, and then use the side view here, control 2, and then here edit, fit part end, select this part, and then there you go, and then immediately select again, and then right click, assembly, add to assembly, and click this wall, and there you go. So now it is added to the wall. So all you have to do now is go back to the front view again, and then move from this point to 750, and then you can copy linear, so y direction, and then 1000 into 3, and then copy. There you go. And then immediately you can check, inquire the cast unit. As you can see here, you have one precast wall with 4 grout tubes. All right. And then the next thing is we need to add now the lifting anchor. So for the lifting anchor here, which is D20, uh, I can also add that one from this view because that one should be at the center of the wall. So again, go back to the steel and then get the beam, and then here you type here lifting anchor. Lifting anchor, you type here D20, and then middle is okay. So click here from 1, and then here 100. And then immediately select the lifting anchor and then add to assembly and select the wall. Okay, yes. And then Control P again. So we can now move this one. Move for how much? 800. And then copy special. So 1450, and then into 2. Copy. And there you go. So again, check the inquire cast unit. So as you notice here, I have now 3 lifting anchor and then 4 grout tube in this precast wall. So you always need to you need to check on that one to make it sure that you are doing it correctly. All right. And next is the demolder. Okay, for the demolder, all right. Remember last time we have this what do you call that? We did the cutting for the beam, huh? We have we specify the depth of the cutting for this demolder. All right, so now I will put the demolder here. So again, I'm going to use the steel, but this time I will rename this one as demolder. Make it sure that you follow the correct name here, huh? Even though they have the same profile, but the name is very important when we create the drawing. So let's say the demolder is, I did not put the size here, but let's say we put 100 as well. Okay, and then immediately uh, copy, immediately add to assembly. All right, and then we can now move it. So from here, we need to move it as 800 up, and then 800 up, and then 500 to the y direction. So move. So here, y direction is 500, z direction is 800, and then move. So there you go. So you have now this demolder here. But before we go further, we can now add the this cutting. Okay, so we can use the demolder as well, but let's say instead of D20, let's say we put D80, and then here 50. So this one we're going to use our part cut. Select the wall and then select this one to cut it. Okay, Control 4, and then you can delete this one out. So now you have this uh, portion cut. So now we can simply copy these ones by simply selecting both the cut and then this demolder, and then copy from this point, then copy that one to 1250. So 1250, yes, there you go. And then again copy this one from this to 3,500. Copy. So 3,500. And there you go. And again, as I've told you, you always check the cast unit. So you can see here, I have now 4 demolders, 4 grout tube, and 3 lifting anchor. And lastly, we need to add the propping, okay, the M16 propping. So again, I can put it here, same beam. So you type here propping, and then let's say D16, all right. And then this time, this one is something like 60. And then select, right click, and then add to assembly. So that one is for our propping. Then we can now move this. So again, move special. So going to Y direction, but on the negative. So let's say it is 900, negative 900. And then going up is 600. So move. So that is the location of our propping. And then all you have to do is to copy 1,200 here. And then copy again this one to the other side. So the length, it's 2,700. And that's it. We have done the wall, inquire, cast unit. So you can see here, port propping, lifting anchor, grout tube, demolder. So now we have completed the, what do you call that, the accessories, okay, in this wall. Okay. Now, lastly, I'm going to add the. I did not put the annotation for our reinforcement here, but you can follow this one. For the reinforcement, what I will do is go to the concrete rebar, and then here you can see here rebar group. So I will use the normal one, and then type here links, and then let's say T10. Okay, that one is T10. And then this one, let's say I'm going to use the yellow one. So no hook, no hook. So this one on plane is, I'll put here 100, and then this one 0, and then 0. And then this one is 200, the spacing. All right. So select the wall. All right. And then from here, press the control key. Because I don't have the reference, I'm going to press the control key, select control key, and then let's say here 500. Okay, 500. Okay, click without pressing the control key, and then here, let's say 600. So I have 100 extra, then here 150. You can see the perpendicular symbol, or the 90 degrees, and then this one is 600. Okay, and then enter, or middle button of your mouse, and then click from this point to this point. So you have now this link. Okay, so this one is our connection link. Right? So all you have to do is to copy. You can do the copy mirror to the other side. So select, right click, or I can do that one on the plan view, copy mirror. So from here, select this one, right click, because you can do the copy mirror on the X and Y direction. So copy special mirror, and then look for the center line or center midpoint of this wall. And here you click copy, and there you go. And that's it. So now, if you select the wall and then inquire cast unit, so you have now the 28 links, and this all embeds or accessories in this precast wall. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Um, so to those who have not finished yet, you can just simply follow that procedure and continue with your work. And again, let me know once you are done so that at least we still have time this morning to create uh, the drawing for this. All right. Okay. So your um, okay. Can you change the bending radius to 20? I think this the reason of this is because of this bending radius. Can you change the bending radius to 20? Select and then change the bending to 20. Here. Bending radius. Yeah. Below, here, up, below. Here at the right side pane. Okay, can you select again the reinforcement? Select the reinforcement again. All right. Double click. And then on the right, yeah. Just change the radius, bending radius, up. Yes. Change to 20 and then enter. Yeah. So now it works. Because 42 is too big for the radius. That's the reason why this happens. Okay. All right. So how about the others? Okay, Devin also done. How about Lynn, Jeremy, and Cesar? Okay, Jeremy done also. All right. So seems everybody ready to move forward. All right. So okay, from this wall, yeah. So we can now create the drawing. But again, to make it sure that your drawing is correct, and then you can add the dimension properly or automatically, make it sure that when you inquire cash unit, make it sure that all your embeds and accessories are named properly, like this one: the molder, grout tube, lifting anchor, and propping. Okay, so this one I name it properly so that later on I will not have any difficulties when we create the rulings in our drawing. Okay, so to create the drawing, I want you to first, okay, of course, first you need to save the model and then go to this drawing and reports. Okay, can you follow this? Drawing and reports. Under the drawing and reports, perform numbering, and then here you can see the number modified objects. So when you click, okay, before you click this number modified objects, I want to show you what will happen there. So if I inquire cash unit, as you can see here, my cash unit position is W0 and then question mark, because the meaning of this is the numbering haven't done yet. Okay, that's the reason why it's W0. So there's no numbering yet. And even my reinforcement, the marking is 0. okay, because I haven't done any numbering yet. So now, once I go to my numbering and then number modified objects, okay, once I click this one, numbering complete. It's very quick, okay. So you can inquire again. You can inquire again the wall, and look what will happen. So now the wall cast unit position is W1. So the system automatically assigned that this wall is W1. And then you can see the marking of the reinforcement here as 0. Sorry, as 20. Okay? So the marking here is 20 now. So if I add another reinforcement inside, it could be 21, 22, and so on. Now, if you may ask, what happened to the 19 and the rest of the numbers? So that one is, you can find the other numbering here. So if you look onto this one, inquire. So the numbering of this one is 3. Then this one, the numbering is 4. So the other number can be found on the other reinforcement in the beam, column, and footings, and even in the uh, corbel. Okay, so going back to our wall, since we've done already the numbering, so we can now create the drawing. So to create the drawing, I want you to select the drawing properties. Okay, select drawing properties, and then click on the cast unit drawing. Okay, do that one first. After the numbering, go to the drawing properties. Okay, I'm going to repeat: numbering, number modified objects. Okay, done. Numbering complete. You can see the numbering complete here. Here, this is the numbering complete. You can see here. All right. And then go to this drawing properties and then select cast unit drawing. So we are opening the properties of the cast unit. All right. So this is the cast unit drawing properties. So from here, we're going to decide what layout, what view are we going to put inside the drawing under this cast unit properties. Okay, the first one is this, the name. What will be the name of this uh, cast unit? So let's say I can put this one as precast wall, precast wall details. Okay, so this is the title of our drawing, the precast wall details. Then once you add a name here, or once you add something here, immediately kindly save it. Let's say, for example, you put your name as your, or you put your initial. For me, I will put, let's say, NED underscore, okay, NED underscore, uh, let's say, precast wall, or maybe you can put a code, let's say PW, which is precast wall, and then underscore, let's say mold underscore drawing. Yeah. So save it. So as you can see here, I put my name here, NED PW, meaning precast wall mold drawing. Okay. So these settings that I'm going to create for this drawing is for our mold, and then the name of that the name will be precast wall, or I can say here, instead of detail, I will type here mold and then save precast wall mold. All right, so that's the first thing you do when you open the cast unit drawing properties. Put the name and save it accordingly. Okay, so I'll wait for your message if you're done. All right?
Sure.
Sureness. Okay, done. All right, very good. So next is the layout. Okay, go to the layout. So under the layout is the drawing size, the scale. Yeah, you have the drawing size here, you have the scale, and you have others. So under the drawing size, let's use a, an A2 size drawing. Okay, so from the cast unit, you can see there is a cast unit mold, but this case at the moment we're going to use the cast unit mold, and then under this drawing size, I want you to select the specified size. I don't want you to use the auto size. Huh? So you use the specified size, and then the drawing size must be A2, 560 by 410, A2. Yeah? And then once you selected that one, save. Okay, always save under this PW mold drawing. Okay, you can also save here if you like. You can save here the particular size of the drawing. Now, go to scale. Under the scale, there is an auto scale here. You have the main view, section view, auto scale, but I don't want you to use it. Instead, I want you to say no to the auto scale because we want to decide the scale of our drawing. We don't want the system to scale it for us because sometimes it will scale in a different way that we don't like. So we better decide on our own scaling. That's why for this auto scale, you must select no. Okay. And lastly, for the others, you have the projection type, third angle. So third angle, first angle meaning the front view and then the top view. Third angle is the top view and then the front view. So align section with the main view, you say yes because we want to align like what we have here. We want to align the the section view to the main view. Okay, so you just say yes, and then align end view to the main view. Also say yes, and then save. Okay, so kindly do that one. So drawing size, scale, and then others. Drawing size A2, scale no, others align yes and yes. Okay, let me know once you're done again. I can find A2. Okay, so can you check this layout first? Can you look for the cast unit mold? Cast unit mold, select the cast unit mold and then specified size, and then you can select the A2. Or else you can share your screen so that I can also check if you cannot find anything. Okay. Can I ask for a request for the mouse? Okay. Let me check something first. From here. Uh, help. All right. Okay. Sorry. Where it goes? Okay, this one. Okay. So now, um, We don't have the. Okay, I'll close this one first. Let me expand, so that can easily come to this one. Then maybe it's okay. You're using Southeast Asia, right? I just hold on. Okay, just hold on. Okay, if that one is the case, then maybe we can use some other settings. So drawing properties, cast unit drawing, and then here you already saved that one. Okay, but the only thing is this one is now it's empty. Okay, why it's empty? Okay, just okay. What is this? Why you have already the drawing? No. Okay, let me just reopen your model. All right, let's open it again. Okay, so going back to this cast unit drawing, layout. Oh, nothing. There's nothing. Okay, I'm afraid that something is wrong here. So let me close the Tekla itself. Close it. Say yes. And then, okay, can I, uh, where is the Tekla? This one. Okay, let's open it again. All right. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, wait. Don't click OK. Yeah, I'll just put this one as all. Okay, and click OK. Yeah, maybe because maybe it's under the role. Sometimes those settings it depends on the role. Yeah. Okay, so Southeast Asia, and then here select and then open it. I hope the others have the A2, ah. So only Howard doesn't have that A2. But for the others, in case that you don't have also the A2, then you may follow what we have done. So under the drawing properties again, cast unit drawing, and then layout. Oh, still not there. Hmm, still not there. Anyway, if it is still not there, what you can do is this. We can just uh, do the blank one, and then later we can specify here. Okay, do the blank one. So specified size is actually okay. Maybe I'll do that one for you now. Let me just add a drawing layout for you. Okay, so this one is how to create that one. Actually, it's not part of our topic, but I'm just going to show it to you. So cast unit mold, and then click OK. But it's there. I don't know why it doesn't show. Ah, strange. Hold on. I don't know why. Hmm, this one is quite different. Just hold on. Ah. Okay, so maybe what you can do is just simply skip this one for the meantime. Let's go back to that one later. Ah. So what you will do is okay, load this one. Make it sure that you select this specified size, and then go to scale. Say no, and then others. Okay, you put here yes, and then yes. Okay, I will look onto that one because there's something different in these settings. Okay, just save that one. So now you have already the titles and then layout. So the next thing to do is we're going to the view creation. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so we're going to go to this view creation. So make it sure that you save. Okay, for Howard, actually the only thing that you will not see in your drawing is the template, but you can create the drawing also later. Huh? Only that the layout will not be there, but later I'm going to check your drawing later once we create the drawing. Okay, so you go to this creation of view. Okay, creation of view. Under the creation of view, so here, these are the view types that you want to show in your drawing. Okay, so the first one is front view. Do you want to show the front view? Of course, yes. So you select the front view and then turn it on, and then here, instead of side elevation, I will type here front view. Okay, so the title of this front view must be front view. Then the top view, you want to show the top view, say yes or turn it on. Then you type here plan view. Instead of top view, I will type here plan view. So again, the next question is, do you want to show the bottom view? Maybe no, because it's already in the front view, so only top view is enough for me. So turn it off. This one is off. If you want to show, then turn it on. The back view, you turn it off, or if you don't want to show this back view, you can just simply delete this row. Okay, so the bottom view is your choice whether you want to show or not. Now, the end view, do you want to show the end view? Yes. The section view, you want to show? Also yes. The 3D view, for the meantime, I want you to turn it off, okay? Because I'm going to show you a better way of adding the manual way of adding the 3D view, but I think it will be better because you can decide on the positioning of your 3D view later, okay? So once you're happy with this setting, kindly save. Okay, make it sure that you have the front view on, top view on, and then front view, top view here, the label. Bottom view, whether you turn on and off, it's your choice. End view must be on, section view must be on, and 3D view must be off. And then save. Okay, so once you've done that, kindly click apply. Okay, so for the section view and detail view, we're not going to touch this one because this one is section view is just a cutting line. This one can be done later. Okay, so title, layout, and view creation. So that's the only thing that we need to, and then make it sure that you save it, and then apply, and then click OK. So let me know once you are done. I hope you can do that one quickly. It's just a setting. Okay, so yeah, done. All right, very good. All right, good. So now, from the drawing, from the document manager, if you click document manager or you press Control L, Control L. So press Control L, so that one will be the document manager. So from the document manager, if you notice here, it's empty. So all you have to do is to Control 4, select the wall. All right, select the wall, right click, and then here, create drawing, cast unit drawing. Okay, can you do this one? Select the wall, right click, create drawing, cast unit drawing. What do you want me to do again? I just select the wall, right click, and then create drawing, and then select cast unit drawing. Is this the one? Or or press Control L, or this one, Control L or document manager. It's the same, huh? This document manager, the shortcut is Control L. And then select this one, select the wall, right click, and then create drawing, cast unit drawing. Here, this one, cast unit drawing. Did you get it, Lynn? Okay, what do you want me to repeat? Which one? Which one? On what part do you want me to repeat? Lynn, which part you want me to repeat? I don't I don't have create drawing after right click. Okay, all right. So you don't have the create drawing if you right click. Okay. Can you see this one? Select object in component. Make it sure that you select object in component. Click this one. All right. Or because if you don't, if your selection here, if you don't select anything here, or it's either this one or this one, then you cannot see the create drawing. Okay, so now again, Control L, select, right click, and then create drawing, cast unit drawing. So let us click this cast unit drawing. Okay, so once I click this cast unit drawing, then the system now create the drawing for us. This is W1-1. Okay, so now All I have to do is double click on the cast unit drawing, and this is what I have. Okay, so you have the front view. I'll put it in black and white. You have the front view, top view, side view, and the section views. Okay, changing the color, you just simply type B. Yeah. If you type this B, then you will change the color of the view. Okay, but the thing is, you cannot change this one to black and white. Okay, if you want to have this, okay, in my case, when I type B, it becomes black and white. But for you, it will be white and colored, right? So, enable for you to change this one to this mode, you press Control E. Okay, Control E. So from this Control E, right? Everybody got this Control E. So from this Control E, you can see his drawing view, and then make it sure that your black drawing background value is true. Okay, change this one to true. It's only true or false. So change it to true. Okay, so once you're done with that one, just simply click apply. So once you press B, so you can see the color changes. No need to restart. No need to restart the Tekla. Just leave it. Just ignore that message. You don't need to restart the Tekla. All you need to do is to close the drawing and open again, and open the drawing again. Close and open the drawing again. Okay, so once everybody have this drawing, I want you to isolate this view. We're going to work on this view first. Okay, this this front view. Okay, so if you notice, there are some dimensions shown here in this view, but we're not going to use this dimension. uh, First, I'm going to show you how to add the dimensions manually, and then later on we're going to create the rules. Okay, so let me just quickly show you how to add the dimensions manually. So just double click on this view. Okay, you double click on this blue uh, border. Okay, this blue border, you double click on that one, and then it will open to you the view properties. Earlier, when you double click the background, it will open to you the it will show you the cast unit drawing properties. So under the cast unit drawing properties is the view properties, because from the hierarchy, so it will be the cast unit properties, and then the view properties, and then the part properties. So this time I'm selecting this border, this view, double click, and then I have this view properties. Okay, the first thing I'm going to change here is the scale. So the scale, I will decide this one to put on the 25 scale, then modify. So this is the scale that I'm going to use, 25. Okay, can you do that one? Scale 25. And then after this, I want you to go to these dimensions. Under the attributes, that's the scale. Under the dimensions, I want you to delete these dimensions. So delete. So I want you to select and then modify again. After you delete, select again the blue and modify. So look, all the dimensions are gone. Okay? So this is the thing that uh, I want you to do first manually. Okay? So I will show you what is the horizontal and vertical dimension, and then you do that one first, and then after that, after doing that one, then we are going to create the rules in this dimensioning. So I just want you to feel how we do the dimensioning here in Tekla structure. So, but again, similar or even easier from the uh, what do you call that, the software that you're using. So almost similar. So here you have the horizontal dimension. You just simply click here, one, and then two, and then middle button of your mouse. Then you have this horizontal dimension. Now for the opening, so click here, one, two, three, and then four. Middle button of your mouse, and then you have this opening. Or you can just simply select one, two, all right? And then let's say, for example, you want to add the dimension on the lifting anchor. You can just simply right click and then add dimension point. So you can just simply click the lifting anchor here. So you have now the dimension point of the lifting anchor. So if you notice here, it's quite simple to add the dimension here, even manually. Okay? So from here, here, here. Okay, so you can just simply check. Now, if you add the dimension, let's say for example here, here, so you mistakenly add this dimension, so you can just simply right click and then remove dimension point, click on this, and then it will be removed. All right, and lastly here, so you can click on the. Now, if you want to add some annotation on the dimension, let's say, for example, this one, if you double click on this, and then you go to this tag, okay, tag. So you want to have the annotation on the, let's say, here, on the E side, this E side. So you click on this one, and then you type here name, add, and then apply and okay. So if you click modify, so there will be a tag lifting anchor. So if I select this one, modify, so there will be a demolder there. So this one, modify, so that will be grout tube. So if you notice here, it's quite easy to to add those things. So meaning if I add this propping here and then modify, so I have now the propping dimensions. Okay, so now is 12:40. So you can try this one first. So you can add those dimensions, and then in the afternoon we're going to set up the rules. So let's say, for example, all these dimensions that I did, we're going to create the rules so that we can get these dimensions automatically. Okay, but again, uh, uh, knowing how to add this dimension manually is a big factor for you to know. All right, how to delete auto dimensions. To delete auto dimensions, if you look onto this one, okay, from the question here, to delete auto dimensions, double click on this. So you will see the dimensioning here. This one, dimensionings. So just simply select this and then delete row and then delete row. So once you delete that one, select again this border and then modify. So see, the dimensions are deleted. You need to select again the border because once you select the rules here, it deselect this border. So you need to select it again and then click modify. Because if uh, if you don't select this blue line, you cannot click modify. All right. All right. So I will leave this one to you. And then we have let's have a maybe I'll give you time also to explore on this dimensioning first. So after the break, you can still continue on the dimensioning. It's you can do that one before or after the break. It's already 12:42, so maybe I'll give you another 15 minutes. Um, so we'll come back at 2 o'clock, okay, to continue on this drawing. So on in the afternoon, we're going to add a rules in our dimensioning tool so that these dimensions will be automatically shown. Okay, we don't need to add one by one. But again, I'm telling you that learning how to add the dimension manually is a big factor, big factor for your detailing because not all the time that you can have this auto dimensioning. So you need to do the manual dimension. So you need to know how to do it. All right. So I'll see you at 2 o'clock. Okay. All right. Thank you. To continue on this thing, we can now uh, add this dimension automatically by setting up some rules. Okay, as you remember earlier, we created this dimension manually. But of course, this dimension, okay, this dimension, you can specify the format of dimension first before using it later in our dimensioning tools. What I mean is the presentation of this dimension. Let's say, for example, here the dimension is thick. We can put an arrow. It depends on what you want. So uh, let's say we try to change this one. So what dimension type you like to put here? In the appearance, you can put this dot, okay, or you can put this arrow. So that arrow. So maybe I'll put this one as 2, modify, something like this, or maybe 1.5. So that will be the arrow if you like. Or if you want the dot, this one. Okay, so it depends on your preference. Okay, so this is the setting. So let's say, for example, in this case, I'm going to put a 1.5 dot instead of arrow. All right, and then the height is 2.5. That one is okay. I mean, if you want a smaller, of course, you can put here as 2, okay, or 2.5. I think 2.5 is the, or maybe I'll type here 2, modify, right? Yeah, 2, or I think 2.5, sorry. Then, if you're happy with this setting, you can save this one as, let's say, ned underscore dim underscore uh, what do you call that, 2.5. Okay, so that one is ned underscore dim underscore 2.5 underscore, let's say, type 1, and then save as. Okay, so what is type 2? It will be the same, but earlier when Howard asked about the question about that point, so I can put that one on the yes on the extension line and then modify. So this one will be type 2. This will be type 2. So it's your choice whether you want to use this short extension line or the full line. Okay, later. So remember, you double click this dimension and then you save whatever properties you want to use for this dimensioning. So you can even change the color if you like. If you don't want this color red for the dimension, you can use the appearance here. And then let's say you look for other color, let's say green if you like. So something like this. So it will be green. Or if you want the white only, yeah. Or let's restore the color red. Okay, and then again save that one to the particular type that you like. So I have type 1, type 2. Type 1 is the full dimension, and then type 2 is the shortened dimension. Okay, so close that one. Now, what I want you to do now is change or remove all these dimensions. The manual dimensions that you added here, I want you to remove. All right, and then we're going to start adding the rules for this. Adding the rules. Okay, this one will be applicable for all the drawing, but of course in a different cases. So the best example here in this ruling in the dimensioning uh, is wall because of a lot of embeds and accessories inside the wall. Okay, so what I want you to do next is double click on this one. Double click on the view properties. Okay, this one, view properties. And then under the view properties, kindly go to these dimensions. Okay, attributes is 25, dimension is dimensioning. Then since we changed already the 25, I want you to save this one. Let's say NED. Okay, you put your name, NED underscore PW precast wall underscore front underscore view. Okay, front view underscore mold. Yeah, save. So now I'm going to create the view properties for the front view. Later on, once we create this one, of course, we can create also for the top view, the side view, and the section view. So this is how we create the rules for each and every view. And then later on, we're going to use that one for all the drawings. So we do this one once, especially for the wall. We do it once for the wall. Then all the rules that we have created can be used for all the walls, for all the same category. But of course, for the column, you may have a different rules. You may have a different combination. So you need to create certain rules for each type of your precast. Okay. So this time, need to save attributes 25, then dimensioning. So it's empty. So can you save this one first and then go to this dimensioning, and then I want you to add row, and then here select overall dimensions. Okay, let me know once you have done this one. Again, double click, select the view properties, save it, make it sure that the attributes is 25. Okay, and then go to this dimensioning and then save the particular view. Okay, Dean and Devin done already. So how about the others? Then add row. So here, okay, let me delete this one first. And then add row. Okay, how about the others? Okay, done. Very good. So now let me continue. So from this first rule that I'm going to create. So go to this dimensioning type. Select overall. Okay, select overall. Okay. In the properties, you will notice that there is a standard. We're not going to use the standard, but we're going to use our own. Okay, so let's say select this one and then edit rule. Edit rule. So once you click the edit rule, it will again show another dialog box for the rules for the dimension. So what to dimension? Here, the overall dimension. So where to dimension? The top and then the left side. So remove this tick. Okay, remove this tick. I want only dimension. So this dimension meaning these dimensions means this one is the dimension here. And this one is the dimensions here. Okay? So that's why tick, tick. This one, remove the tick. Okay? Now, so these two. And then here, now, if you look onto the start point, same on all sides. So you just click this one. So horizontal and vertical are the same. But now, if you go to this dimension properties, remember earlier I saved NED dim 2.5. Okay, so I need to get that one here, type 1. NED dim 2.5 type 1. So I use type 1 for the overall dimension, and then type 2 for the internal dimension. Okay? So once you set this one, you need to save this one as, let's say, NED, or sorry, let's say wall underscore overall dim, and then save as. Okay, can you copy this one first? Copy this and then save as, and then after you copy and save as, just simply close it. Okay, I will leave this one now so that you can copy my settings. So remember, I need to check the top and then the left side of the dimensioning, and then I need to select the dimension properties that I created earlier. Okay, let me know once you are done. Okay, so once you close that one, then here you double click and then you save again. So let's say, for example, in my case, I will type here 2.0, and then this one I will change to 2, and then save as. Okay, now I added this 2, type 2, then apply, and then no need to apply, just click OK. So from here, so I'm going to open the view properties again. So let's see if this one will come. So under the view properties, go to this dimensioning. Okay, before that one, I want you to select this one, and then here, edit rule. Okay, so in this case, if you look onto this, look for the, see, 2.0 type 2. So it appear. So it should appear in your case as well. But in my case, again, I already created that one. I need that NED DIM 2.5 type 1. Okay? And then save as. Continue. As I've told you, I will save this one and then close. So once I close it, so look, I will show you. I will show what will happen. So if you notice here, this is my view, and this is the view properties that I can control. So what I do is when I add this dimensioning type overall dimension, I want you to select here the wall overall dim. This one is the one that you saved earlier. So overall dim here, and then you select again this blue. Okay, when you select this blue, you can see you can modify here. So look, if I click this modify, look what will happen. There will be automatic dimensions here and here. The overall dimensions will come. Okay, can you try to modify and then let me know if this one appear? Please let me know if this one appear in your model. Okay, Howard already appeared. The okay, Devin also. So if you notice this one, these dimensions that we have created here, that we save, we already saved 6 clicks. Why 6 click? I will tell you. Okay, look, if I put vertical dimension, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 click, and then horizontal, 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 3, so 6 clicks. So we already saved the 6 clicks in our dimensioning here. So even though in manual way of dimensioning it's quite simple, but saving those time, imagine if you have a lot of these dimensions for all the embeds, you save that clicks by simply creating the rules, then it will save a lot of time. Because okay, maybe you will tell, hey, I'm still creating the rule, it takes sometimes. Yes, it takes sometimes if you create in one category, but after you create that one in one type or this wall, then it can be used later. So once I have another wall, I don't need to repeat all these things because I can use these settings. Okay, so shall we continue? So okay, so now let's continue adding the dimensions for the opening. So I'm for the opening, again, here I'm going to add the dimensions for the opening. So I'm going to add another row. This time, I'm going to select whole dimension, okay? Whole dimension. So under this whole dimension, I'm going to edit the rule, all right? Edit the rule. So once you edit the rule, again, it will show the another dialog box or the dimensioning rule properties. And then again, I'm going to uncheck this one. And then here, whole, dimension to whole, all holes. This time, dimension properties, I will use the 2.5 type 2. Okay, 2.5 type 2. And then dimension to the edge of the hole, right? So the horizontal and vertical are same, right? And then here I will type again ned underscore hole underscore. Okay, so once you're okay with this one, just kindly save as. Okay, so now I will let you to copy this information that I have created. So the only thing that I need to do is, okay, first of all, this one, change this one. this one, and this one. So I have changed that. So kindly do that in your computer, right? And then after that, save as, and then you can close. All right. So once I close this, so from here, hole dimensions, I'm going to select now the NED hole dim, and then again select this view, select this view, select, and then click modify. So look what will happen. Now I have the dimension of the hole, okay, here. But again, the problem is the dimension overall must be on the top of the hole dimension. So what should I do? So to interchange the position of this dimension, I need to put this whole dimension above the overall on this dimensioning rule. So I need to click move up and then modify. Look what will happen. So automatically it will place at the bottom also here. Okay, so that's how you add the dimension for the whole and overall dimension. So any question? If not, then let me know if you're done. Devin, can you share your screen so that I can see what happened to your dimensioning? Okay, is your propping, did you use the part cut in your propping? Did you use the part cut in your propping? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the thing because you should not use any part cut on your propping because that one is considered as a hole. Okay, so you just kindly remove the part cut on the propping because we don't really put that part cut. That one is if you're thinking that, oh, okay, to deduct the volume of the concrete, that one is negligible. It's very small part, so we don't need to do the part cut. Okay, so just remove the part cut in the model, and then uh, regenerate your drawing so that it will not be included there. All right. So yeah. So go to your model, close the drawing, and go to your model, and remove the part cut for that small item. Okay. So everything uh, almost done. Okay, for everybody. So now I'm going to add now uh, the dimensions. Okay, I'm going to add now the dimensions for the grout tube. Okay, the grout tube. So after I create the dimensions for the grout tube, I want you to create the dimensions for the remaining part because I already given you the example to create the dimension overall, to create the dimension on the whole. Now this time I'm going to show you how to create the dimension for the accessories or for the embeds. So I'm going to create that one once for the grout tube, and then after that I'm going to give you the uh, exercise to do that one in, let's say, uh, where is that one? I forgot the, I don't know, where is the, okay, I'm trying to find the drawing so that I can show it to you. This one. Yeah. Okay, let me just open with the, or later. Okay, so, sorry, maybe I'll open with, open the class. Okay, so later, uh, okay, later, after showing you the dimensions for this grout tube, I want you to create these dimensions on your own. So I want you to create the demolder. I want you to create this lifting anchor and then the propping dimension only for this front view. All right. So let me show you first how to add the dimensions on the grout tube. Okay. So here, this is the how to add it. So first, the first thing to do is you need to go to the filter. Okay, you need to go to the filter. So in filter, remember we discussed about the filtering, but of course the one that we have created here doesn't go to the filter of these accessories and embeds. That's why we need to create it again. So add row. So if the object, again, if the object type, I hope you still remember this one. If the object type is equals to part, and then if the part is equals to, select from drawing, grout tube. Okay, so select from drawing, grout tube. So now I can type here grout underscore filter. All right, so save. So once you save this one, once you save, don't apply and then don't modify. I just want you to create that one. So first, okay, maybe we create first all the filter here. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 filter. Okay. So grout filter, and then here change this one, and then the next one is lifting anchor. So let's say here I will type here lifting. I hope you're following me. Okay, lifting. I'm just repeating the procedure so that I will not come back again to this filter. Okay, and then select, and then from drawing. So this one is propping. So type here propping. And lastly, you need to filter this one, the demolder. So you type here demolder. Okay, that's why it's very important for you to use the naming convention here. So once you create this filter, I have 4 filters, so I want you to select again the standard. Okay, and then don't modify, don't apply. So meaning I just create that filter in the attribute so that I can call that one later. Okay, so can you create those filter first before I continue, so that everything will be in the same page? Kindly create the filter, but again, after creating the filter, I just want you to save, and then after you save, select again the standard, and so that uh, this filter area will be uh, clear. Okay, I don't want to see any filter here, because once you have the filter here and then you modify, then it will go wrong. Okay, so kindly create this 4 filter first. Okay, let me show you again. Grout. So you can see here if the object type is equals to part, and then if the part name is equals to grout tube, and then save. Okay, let me know once you are done again. Okay, so done with Howard and Cesar. So now, after creating this one, again, I want you to select the standard. Okay, and don't apply, don't modify. Make it sure that you select standard. It's very important that you select standard. Okay, maybe I will just show you what will happen if you simply modify, if there's something here. Let's say, for example, grout filter, and then unfortunately or accidentally you can modify this one. You modify this one. So look what will happen. It will show only that grout tube. That's the reason why I want you to select standard and don't put any filter here, so that everything will be shown, because that filter, we're going to use that one later in our dimensioning. Okay, so how about the others? Are you uh, finished with the filtering, so that we can create the dimension? So again, I'm going to create the dimension for the grout tube only, and then for you guys, you can continue on creating the dimension for the molder, lifting, and propping. Okay? According to the drawing that I have given to you. So far, what we have done here is this. We already done up to this part, and up to this part. So we already done this one. So now what I'm going to do is I will do this one. So the remaining you're going to do. So this, and this, and this one, I will do this one, and this, you will do this one. Okay, so let's continue. So now, again, select this one and go back to this dimensioning. Okay, save here, save here. Don't forget to save. And then here, again, add row, add row. So after you add this row, okay, so in this case, I'm going to select the filter. Okay, this time filter. So meaning the remaining, the balance will be dimensioned by filter. So you will do it on your own after this. Okay, so this time I'm going to select the edit rule again. So edit rule for the filter dimension. So again, opening the dialog box for this dimensioning rule. So filter what? Here, filter what? If you notice here, filter what? Okay, so what to filter? So here, you select now the grout tube. Okay, grout tube. And then this one, I don't need this. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. But I need to check this one only. So uncheck this. Uncheck this. So only check the bottom one, because I need the dimension only at the bottom. And then horizontal, it's okay. And then here, dimensioning properties, I will choose again the type 2. And this time, here, this one, you need to change this to center, so that the dimension will be at the center of the grout tube, okay, not on the side. So once you're okay with this, you can just simply type here ned grout underscore dim, and then save as. So once you save as and then close, all right, close. I hope you get this one. Or if you want, you can copy this one first before I close it. Okay, kindly copy that one before I close. So I give you 10 seconds to copy. So this one is also important to identify which filter you are going to use. So the moment I use the grout filter first for this one. So the dimension must be like this. All right. Okay, time's up. So I hope you copied. So I'm going to erase the drawing and then go back to normal. So save, very important to save and then close. So this time filter dimension. So I'm going to select now. So here, if you notice, yeah. So sometimes it doesn't appear immediately. So you need to click some other and then you go back and then here you can see the net grout tube. Okay. So select this one and then modify. So look what will happen. All right, so I have now this dimension for the grout tube. So again, in your exercise, I want you to create uh, this dimension, the molder, lifting, and then the propping. All right, so I will leave this one to you. So I'm going to give you 49, let's say 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes each. So 15 minutes. So we are going to continue on 305. Okay. If you don't have any question, then I will leave this one to you. Okay. To add the tag name, So let's say, for example, in this case, in let's say, uh, okay. So let's say I'm going to use the type two. Okay, type two, and then load. So I will go to this tag, and then here I'm going to add the name. All right, the name. So there will be a name for this one. There will be a name. Let's say I will change this one to color. Apply and OK. So there will be a name, and then I'm going to save this one that Ned Dim 2.5 type 2. Uh, let's say underscore tag. Okay. So I'm going to save this one. All right. So I will save an attributes with a tag. So I have the attributes type 2 and then I have an attributes tag. Okay, so meaning if I close this one, when I close this one, so I can simply put that one, let's say if I call add row and then let's say, or maybe here itself in the grout, I'm going to edit this. So meaning you can be selective here. You can select the the accessories that you want to put a tag. So all you have to do is just simply select here and then click the tag and then save. And that's it. Once you close it and then you modify this one with the same name, so this one will have a tag on it. Tag. So that one is in case that you want to include the tag in the rules. But if not, you can always double click on this one and then add the tag here and then modify. So that one is manual. All right. So there you go. I hope that helps. All right. All right. That one is a good question. So what is the meaning of apply? Okay, here. So modify means you want to change something. So meaning if you added some parameters here and then you want to modify on this particular view, then you click modify. So that one is you want to change something on the existing view. So get meaning, let's say for example you get this view properties. Let's say here I select this one and then get. So if I get this, if I get the value of this one, look, this one changed because it will get the value that you have modified in this or applied on this view. So that one is get. So you're getting the information. So select this one and then get. So it will give you the information from this view. Now, what is apply? So apply means if you set something, let's say for example, uh, you add more rows. Let's say for filter for uh, demolder, filter for propping, filter for lifting, and then you apply. So once you apply this one, meaning when you create another view, when you create a new view, so all those parameters that you added in this one will inherit in the new creation of the view. So meaning if you want to create a new view, you must apply first. Remember when we create the view from our first day, we need to apply. So whatever changes on the name, it will be applied on the creation of the view. So that's the meaning of the apply. And then modify, meaning if there is an existing and then we want to change something, then we modify. Okay. So if you click OK, it's considered as apply and then OK, and then you close the dialog box. So that's apply and modify, the usage of apply and modify. I hope that one is clear. So let me know if everybody uh, are done with their work so that I can continue with the other part here, so that I will show you on my side how I'm going to do the dimension. That maybe you miss something and then you can see it. Okay, let me know once you're done. The others, let me know. Okay, so let's continue. Hey, how about Devin? Are you still working on it or done? So, Devin? Okay, good. All right, so now I'm going to continue with this dimensioning. So again, as I've told you, we are going to follow this one. So the next part on this one is lifting, the lifting anchor. All right, the lifting anchor. So for the lifting anchor, so again, I'm going to add the dimensions and then here filter dimensions and then edit rule. So under this one, I will select the lifting and then the lifting will be only on the top. Okay, on the top. If I want to have a tag, then I will choose the tag. If not, then I will just choose the type 2. Okay, and then uh, that's it. As simple as that. And then here I can just simply type here lifting and then save. Okay, actually, I can continue with the molder, at the top and then the side. So I will use the demolder, select demolder filter, top and side, and then here I'm going to type here demolder. So I can before I close this one, so I created the demolder and the lifting, then close it. All right, so here filter, then you type here lifting, so select and then select and then modify. So again, it goes up. So I need to move it up after the hole so that it will be below the hole. Yeah. Modify. Okay, so this is the lifting, and then it will be under the hole. And then for this demolder, I can make this one also demolder, and then I will move it up and then modify. So there will be a demolder dimension here and then here. Okay, so now it's similar to what I have done here. Okay, so uh, okay, I think I changed the I changed the filter grout. Okay, so that's why the grout was deleted here. So I'll just add the grout here. All right, the next one is uh the this one, the propping. Okay, so to add the propping, again, I'm going to add row, and then here I will do the filter again, and then select this. Okay, this time if you look onto this one, I will usually the horizontal and vertical are equal, but okay, all right, okay, sorry about that one. So yeah, now in usually our vertical and horizontal are equal. So this time I'm going to change, let's say for example, for this uh, propping, okay, for this propping, I will save this one, propping, okay, propping. So it's the bottom and then it's this side, okay. So horizontal, this one is okay for the horizontal, but for the vertical, I'm going to change this one, and then here I will select this one, the one which is not close. Okay, if you look onto this one, the vertical dimension is not close to the top, so only here. So that's the reason why I'm selecting the vertical should not be equal to the horizontal. But for the dimension properties, it's the same. So save as and then close. So look, so if I select this one to propping and then modify, so yeah, so look, there will be a dimension here. See, up to here only, 600 and 200. All right, and lastly for this cut, actually we don't need to do the cut here, but anyway, let's try. I'm going to save this one and save this. Okay, save it. So now for this cut, I'm going to add row, and then here I will say shape. Okay, select the shape, and then edit rule. So to just to add this cut here, so shape. So from this one, I will choose the right side, and then the vertical. I will remove again this equal sign, and then I will put this. And then you can see the arrow. Earlier, the arrow is going up. That's why the dimension is going up here. So if I put the dimension down, so meaning the dimension will be from top to bottom for this. Okay? So I'm going to save this one, that ned underscore shape. All right? And then save. So let's see what will happen. Kindly close it and then change this one to shape, select, and then modify. So it should appear 200 here. That's okay. There you go. So I have now the 200. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I forgot to change the what do you call that? The properties of the dimension. So here, save, close, modify. All right. So once you're okay with this one, I'm going to save it, save, and then apply, and okay. So remember this one, PW front view mode. Okay, PW front view mode. So what happened here is this one is the for the front view only. So for the side view, this dimension may not be required, or for the top view, the dimension may not be required. Okay, so let's say for example, for this side view, I only need the a few dimension here, not all. So you need to create one dimension for this. Let's say for example here, let me just select one of this view, and then for this uh, what do you call that? This section, I'm going to show you the I'm going to show you how to change this one. So let's say for example, I will use the same one, mold, but this time I will change this one to section, PW section view. All right, and then save. So now I have the front view, I have the section view. It's important to save so that here, let's say for example, for the part, I don't want to have this shade. So fill, I will change this one to none, and then save. All right, so that one for the section, this one will be none. And then look, if I modify this one, there will be a lot of dimensions. So I need to remove those other dimensions here. All right, so let's say for example, here the dimensions here for these dimensionings, let's say I don't need this one. What is this one? Here you can actually you can see here what is that dimension. If I click here shape, that's the one. If I click here propping, so that's the one. If you don't need that propping, you can delete. Okay. If I grout, so that grout, let's say I'll delete. So hole, that one is okay. So lifting, and then let's say demolder. Yeah. So the demolder, I'm going to delete. So now select this one and then modify. So it will be less now. Yeah. So this is the one that I need now. So as you can see here, I'm going to save this one to section view. All right. So if you're okay with this one, I can close it. So I have now, if you look onto this one, I have the front view mold and then I have the section view mold. So once you close it, so remember, you already save it, huh? You already save it. So meaning the attributes is already saved. So don't worry about if this one, if you double click on this one, and then if you say modify it again, if I double click this view and then modify it again, look what will happen. It will recreate and it will go back to the original form. See? It will go to the original form because why? Because the view properties is using the standard cast unit. So remember, we already created the view properties. I just showed that one to you earlier that we already created the view properties. So the view properties, you can now change this one. The front view, I want to change this one to where's that? This one, front view mode. Select, all right, and then the plan view. I don't have the plan view, but at the moment I'm going to use the front view mold. Okay, so this view and this view will be the same. And then the section view, I will select the section view mold, and then this one also section view. All right. So now uh, I'm going to modify this. Okay, so I'm going to save this one, and then I'm going to modify. So look what will happen. So everything will be placed accordingly according to the setup that we have created. So look at this. So now, as you can see, the dimension earlier from the dimension now is it's quite clear, and then I don't need to do it manually because I already set it up. See, I have the dimension for the side view, but of course for the side view you need to do more dimension here if you like, and also here uh, you can uh, you can change this one. I just use the setting for the front view, but basically this will be the output if you set up your dimensioning properly. Okay, so all you have to do is to make it sure that you call the one that you saved earlier in this view property so that this output will come out. Okay, so uh, I hope you catch that one. I think it's better if you try to apply that one. I want you to apply that one under the cast unit, and under this view creation, I want you to call the one that you have created here so that you can get the same view. So you will notice here the view is much better than the normal or the default view that we have created earlier because we set up something. So if you notice here, all the dimensions are there. Or like what Howard wants to do is earlier, if you want to get this call out grout tube, at least you will know, especially if your dimension is a shortened dimension, it is better to show this grout tube here, or it's better to show the call out. Okay, so can you try this one? Uh, Try this, and then after that, maybe let's have a coffee break. So let's have a 3:40. We'll come back at 3:40 after the coffee break. Okay, 3:40. Let's continue. All right. So Howard is asking about the how to check if the lines shown here and how it looked like when it printed out. Okay, basically, uh, when you when you press B, okay, when you press B, this is the preview of the one that you may print out later. Okay, so uh, if you notice, then there's not much of the setting here that we have done, but it's okay, no worry, we can also discuss this one now because we may forget this one tomorrow. It's good that you ask about the line, the pen assignment. So to change this pen assignment, okay, so again, look, if you press B, the first one, that one is the preview. So you will notice that the line are almost the same. So remember the color, the green one. The green, we need to increase the pen assignment. So how to increase the pen assignment of the green? So let me just let me close the drawing. Okay, I'm going to close the drawing. Of course, don't forget to save. Then under this print, okay, under this printing, all right, print drawing. So under the print drawing, Okay, as you can see here, yeah, so this is the preview. So you can, if you want to change this one to a black and white, then it will be black and white. But if you will notice here again, the size is not yet established. So you need to go to the line type. So you can see here the line type is uh, it's 5 already for the green. Okay, so if I change this one to because basically here in the baseline width, this 5 will be multiplied to 0.01. So that will be the actual print. 5 times 0.01, it will be point 0.5, if I'm not mistaken here. So it will be 0.5. So meaning if you want to increase the size of this, so you can change also the baseline width. If you go to Control E, sorry, let me close this one. For the baseline width, I will just show you what's the meaning of that one. Control E, yeah. So you type here baseline. Okay, baseline. So, or type base. So as you notice here, baseline width is 0.01. All right. So in any value in millimeter decimal value, the default value is 0.001. So meaning we can change this one to 0.01 and then we increase the size. So here, if you look onto the meaning of this one, use the specified baseline thickness for printed drawings. The final line thickness is printed drawing is baseline width multiplied by the pen thickness that you can define in the print drawing dialog box. So it's very important to set it up. So I will put this one 0.001, and then apply, and then okay. All right. So now going back to the printing, to the print drawing. So you can see here the line types. So maybe I will just simply type here, let's say 20 for the green. Let's try first 20. So if I apply this one, or if I close this one and then open the drawing again. So let's see if this one change or we need to reopen the drawing. Yeah, so look at this. Look at the difference. So when I put 20, so that one is become 20 times 0.001. So this one is the thickness. So if you put 0.01, then you can have more variation of the thickness of the line. Okay, so because you can put 20, 25, 30. Okay, so this one is the output. Now, look, if I'm going to, let's say I'm going to print this drawing, okay, print this drawing to PDF. Print drawing to PDF, okay, so here, this one is the PDFs here. PDF, I'm not using the printer. So the line, maybe I'll just make it bigger, 25, and then print. So let's see what will be the outcome. So here, I did not show. Okay, let me just change that one again. So because here PDF, it did not appear in the PDF, but basically it I think it did not follow the PDF. But for sure, for the printer, if you have a printer there, you can try that. You can try it. It seems that the PDF, it doesn't appear that doesn't follow this value. But because here, when I open the drawing, so here, this one is the out. This must be the outcome of your print. Okay, So it should be on the line assignment or the pen assignment. I hope, Howard, I hope I answer your question here. Yes, you need to select the color that associate with the dim line here. Yeah. And then you need to change the pen assignment. Yes, correct. That's right. So you have to set up your own assignment here, pen assignment. Okay, so everybody got this view. So again, this one is something like the basic way of adding the dimension using the rules. But in any time, okay, let's say for example, uh, let's say we want to have another. Let's say we want to have a blow up section here. Okay, the blow up section. How to make a blow up section? So go to the view and then detail view. So click here and then put it here and then put it here. So section, this one is a detail A. Of course, the detail A, it should be bigger, right? So in this case, I'm going to change this one to a attribute and then change this one to 10. Okay, 10. And then modify, right? And then also for this part, I don't want to show any fill. So I'll put that one. And then here I can type here detail. Let's say I will put here detail view. So meaning whenever I have a detail view, I'm going to load this detail view and and I can get this presentation. So go back to the dimensioning. So I can delete everything. Okay, I'm going to delete everything here and then modify. So what will be the dimension here for the detail view? So the dimension must be only this shape dimension. So under the shape dimension, you modify. Okay, so if you notice here, it gives me only one side, but in this case, you can name this one as detail shape dimension. So edit rule. So you click on the edit rule, and then under this shape dimension, I will click the four sides. Okay, and then here, the detail underscore shape dim. All right. So maybe I'll use the type 1, save as, and then close. Sorry. I need to edit this one. Where's that one? Okay, again, edit rule. Okay, here. So from here, I will make this one as same. Sorry. Click this one, same on the other side, and then uh, detail rule, and then same here, and then save, up close, and then from here, go to this dimensioning again, and then change this one to detail shape, and then modify. Yes. So that will be the shape dimension. So you just save that one. So whenever you have the detail, so you can just simply use load that detail dimension. All right. So look, if I create another one, detail, so look what will happen. So if I click here, so automatically it will show these automatic dimensions because I already set it up. Okay, so detail B. So can you try this one? Create a detail. This one is very important as well to create the detail dimensions. So again, you go to this view, and then under this view, create the detail view, and then pick 1, 2, and then put it here, so you can have the detail. Okay, and then change the scale. Okay, kindly do that one, and then let me know once it's done. I'm just repeating this one. If you miss, so I have this dimension, apply, and then grout overall, and then hole. So if I click this one, 2, and then this, then put it here. There you go. All right. So next is 3D. Shall we continue? All right. Okay. Okay. First of all, I send you an IFC, one IFC file in the WhatsApp, but just keep it for the meantime. Okay. Keep it for the meantime. If we still have time today, I'm going to show you quickly how we are going to use it. Uh, but uh, but of course, for sure, that will be our working model tomorrow. Okay, but for the meantime, let us finish this drawing. Okay, so now in adding the what do you call that, the 3D view, as I've told you, there are, this way is, if you have if you turn on this 3D view here, okay, the 3D view, so you can turn on this one, and then modify. Okay, so once you modify this, okay, you will notice here that hey, go back to the original. Okay, let's say modify, say yes, all drawing. Why it goes to the original? Okay, something wrong with my, I don't know why. Modify, say yes. Okay, so then I will load this mold, and then modify, say yes. Oh, why it goes to this one? Okay, there's something wrong in my view. It didn't go back to the save one. Just hold on, huh? Oh, something. Okay, seems it was not. Okay, now I'm saving it and then click OK. So I think I saved it wrongly earlier. Okay, so now I'm going to create. Say yes. So, okay, going back to this one, if I turn on this one, turn on, so the problem if my 3D is on here, what happened is it will divide my section here. Okay, this one is okay. I can add the 3D view here, but the problem is it will go in between of my section. That's the reason why I don't want to show this 3D view here. All right. So I'm just showing you the possibility why or the output why I don't usually turn it on. Okay, so now that you see that it divides my two section view and then it will go in the middle of my views, that's the reason why I don't put this 3D view. So I'll turn it off. Okay, so now again, going back to my view, I'll turn it off. Okay, so save this one. So going back to my view, if you notice here, once I regenerate, so the all the manual work will be gone. So that's the reason why all the manual work will be done only on the later part. Okay, so these things which is the standard, so you need to do that one once, and then all the manual work will be done later. Like let's say, for example, this one. But anyway, even you repeat this one, it's quite simple because here, if you go to this detail view, double click, I'm doing it again. So all you have to do is to load you need to load this detail view. Okay, apply and okay. So it's quite easy to repeat because you don't need to do the dimensioning again. All you have to do is to select the view that you want to blow up. Let's say, for example, this one. And there you go. So you have now this detail view. Okay, so in no time you can create that one. Now going back to our 3D view, so in 3D view I can select this one. We have a new feature here, this view part. Okay, this view part, actually you can create a front view, top view, back view, and bottom view if you want to have an additional. Let's say, for example, I want to have an additional bottom view here. So all I have to do is to uh, uh, click the bottom. So again, select this one and then let's say, sorry about that one. I open the properties first before I create because to make it sure, let's say for example, I'm going to add a, okay. When I click that bottom, it creates already the bottom, the bottom view. Okay, so that's what happened. So here, if you select the top view, it will create additional top view. But now this time I'm going to use this one to create a 3D view. Okay, if you click this 3D view, so look, it creates this 3D view. But okay, if you notice here, when I create this 3D view, it is something like in vertical. So we need to save something in our attributes first. Okay, so first for the attributes, so the 3D view is something like let's see. Mm, okay, want to check. Okay, let's say, for example, first of all, I want to make it a smaller view. Let's say 40, modify. All right, and then the rotation. Actually, I don't know why this one is rotated, but if I type here 30, modify. No, this one is uh, okay. Let me see why this one is rotated. Mhm. Okay, anyway, if this one is the case, you can just simply rotate this view. You can check in your case if that one is rotated or not. But because I know this one should not be rotated, but in my case it rotated 90 degrees. But in any case like this, you can just simply right click and then you can see here rotate view. So now once you rotate view, you can simply change this one. Mine is rotated, not rotated. Okay, if that one is not rotated, then should be okay. So all you have to do is you type here 30 degrees X, and then modify, so it will become a 3D. Uh-huh. So this one, rotate view. There's something wrong here. Mine is rotated to bottom view. Yeah. This one should not be the case. Mm, Mine is okay. Okay, for Cesar, it's okay. So, all right. Actually, okay. What I will do is this. Let me just let me try something. Okay, I will close the drawing. Say yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate the drawing. So the first thing that I'm going, this one is the one that I missed earlier when we create the drawing. So what I miss when we do the numbering, okay, let me just delete this one. Anyway, the good thing with this one, we already created the rules. Okay, so whatever happens, you don't need to recreate it. You don't need to repeat the rules because it's already there. So we need to rectify the issue here. So the first thing that you need to do before you run the numbering is you select this view, right click, and then here under the cast unit, you can see set top form face, set top form in face. So that we need to set this one on the top form in face. So this one will be lie down on your mold. Okay, so this side. So you need to do that one, and then you run the numbering. So this is the one that I missed earlier. Again, select, right click, cast unit, set top form in paste. This one is very important also to identify the top form in paste. Okay, and then click this side. So this one will be the side where it will lie down on the bed, on the what do you call that, on the mold, right? And then on that case, cast unit drawing. Again, all I have to do is to load this mold drawing, apply, and okay. So this one, I hope this one works. So create drawing. So look, when I create drawing now, when I create drawing, earlier when I create drawing, I need to modify it. So this time when I create drawing, perform the numbering. So when I create drawing, it must be corrected. It must be on the proper position because we already set the rules. Okay, so let's see if that one works. Yeah. So see, it's already, even I recreate, it will go back to the original, or to this form. Okay. So now let's add this 3D. Let's see. Yes, it works. Now the 3D is okay. So double click, and then this time I'm going to show the internal and external 3D. So here, if you look onto this one, let's say I type here 30, and then this one is 30, then modify. So that one, this one is the internal view. Okay, so let's say this one is 40, and then modify. So this is the internal view. Okay, internal view. Now we can save this one as NED internal 3 or internal 3D. Okay, so save. So now for the external 3D, okay, if I apply this one and then I create another view, it will be the same. So look, when I apply this one, and then here, click here, and then create 3D, so it will give me the same. So now this time I need to change this one to external. So here I will type here external 3D, but of course I need to change the rotation again. Let's say, for example, let's say 125. Let's see. No. 30. Then let's say this one is 140. Modify. So there you go. So this one is the external view. All right. So here I'm going to save that one now. So I have the external 140 rotation, and then the internal is 30-30 rotation. So that's how you do it. So here, this one is the external, and then this one is the internal view. Okay. So that will be much easier for us to create the 3D view. But of course, that one will be on the later part. Now, if you want to remove all this marking, then you can also do that. You can delete that one manually, or you can remove that one inside uh, the uh, the view properties. Okay, can you repeat the set main one? Set main one. What do you mean set main one? Devin, what do you mean by set main one? Just how, just now the rotation one. Okay. So this one, actually here, if you don't know the value, you can just simply do the trial and error. But if you have the value, then just use the value that I have given to you. So let's say, for example, in this case, here, if you say, look, if I type here 0, so that one is the rotation, right? 0. So if I type here 30, it will rotate something like this. So that one, you save that one as the internal. Then if I type here 100 or 90, look what will happen if it is 90. It will be straight one. Okay, 90, it will be straight one. See? Then you add another 45 degrees to 90, then 135. So modify. So yeah, so this one will be the rotation. So here, this is the rotation around X and Y. All right. So at least you can get the uh, 45 degrees also. Yeah, you can get the correct rotation here. So you can decide the rotation for internal and internal view. Okay. Did you go out from the drawing? Did you delete delete the drawing and then create the again, like what I did earlier. So I delete the drawing, and then when I close the drawing, okay, I'll say yes. What you do, Devin, is go to this document and then delete your drawing. Delete this drawing like this, delete. So after you delete the drawing, then you need to select this one and then right click and then go to the cast unit and then set top form in face. So once you select this set top form in face, you can select this internal surface. Okay, can you try that one, Devin? It says object not. What do you mean object not found? Can you share your screen, please? So I'll help you to do that one. Okay, again, your UCS is not in the. Okay, kindly change. Okay, I'll maximize this one. Huh? Okay. All right. So first of all, let's your UCS. Okay, object not found. Can you press control 4? Control 4. Control 4 and then click the surface. Yeah, now you click the surface. Okay, now it's okay. So pick object. Done. Done already. If you want to check, again, right click and then select, right click, select, right click, and then why I cannot select, right click, and then here you can see that show. Yeah, so meaning you already select it correctly. So what you can do now is create the drawing again. So in your document, here you can now select and then create drawing, cast unit drawing. Okay, perform numbering, that's fine if you so now here on your cast unit. All right, so now where is the setting? So for the settings, I think this is the one that when you all right, this one is okay, but the thing is on the what happened here? Okay, let me just change this one, similar to what happened. Okay, mold pattern, then this one must be 25. And then the dimensioning here. Did you save some? Oh God, you did not save it. You did not save anything here. So that will be the problem. Huh? So there's nothing that you did not save the dimensions. So again, I think next time you better do the saving so that if this thing happened, then you can easily load that one. At the moment, you go back from the scratch. Okay, so nothing here, right? So um, your front view is already, see, the front view is nothing. There's no dimensions in the front view. It's only the integrated one. But anyway, let me delete and then add row. So let's say overall. I think this one you already saved overall, and then let's say add row. So let's say whole dimension. This one you can repeat this one because you already uh, move up, and then add row. So let's say, for example, filter dimensions. Let's say lifting, move up, and then add row. So let's say the filter again and grout. Okay, so you better save it here. You better save front dimensions and then save. And then this one save also here. So once you save it here, and then the attributes also uh, save this one to 25. Yeah. So once you save that one and then close it, so now once you modify this, so this one will be in the correct position. Yeah. So there you go. So now I'll apply and okay. I think you missed this one earlier. So you go to this view, and then here you select the 3D view. Yeah, see, it's correct now. All right. So all you have to do is to follow what I have done earlier. Okay. All right. So I think we're okay with this one. So I have now the internal and external uh, view. So it depends where you want to put that one. Okay. So um, any question? So I think we uh, before the end of our session, I want you to download. I want you to download the one that I've sent to you. Okay, this sample module. So I want you to download that one, and then kindly put that one on our model here. Select the model folder, and then paste it here. Paste. Okay, so you have now the sample module. Okay, so paste that one in the model folder. Okay, so everybody done that one? Again, as I've told you, I'm going to show you to how to add this IFC in our model. And then for the details of that IFC, for the detailing of that IFC, we're going to continue on tomorrow. But of course, I will give you the idea what we're going to do with this IFC before end of the day. Okay, so if you want me, if everyone is ready, then I can we can start adding, or I can show you how to add the IFC inside the model. Okay, Cesar is already ready to do that one. Okay, so Howard also ready. How about the others? All right. Okay, very good. So let's start. So I assume that you already saved your the IFC in the model folder, which is this one. This is the model folder, and then you save the sample module here. All right, sample module. Um, then what we're going to do next is from the right hand side panel or the right side pane. Okay, I want you to click on this reference model. Click on the reference model. Yeah, click on the reference model, and then I want you to click add model. All right, follow that one, add model. So under the add model, I want you to browse, and then this one automatically will go to our training model or the model folder. Then I want you to select this sample module IFC, this one, sample module IFC, and then click open. All right. So at the moment, I'm going to use the normal what do you call that, the default value, the offset 000. The scale is 1, and then the rotation is 0. So I'm not going to change this one. I'm going to use whatever the IFC has given to us, or the coordinates. So because basically, if you receive the IFC, the coordinates that given to you, or the coordinates of the IFC, must be established before they export it. Let's say, for example, if they want to put that one on the 000, so they have to key in the project 00. We can get the same 000 in Tekla structure. Actually, it's the same in AutoCAD, because the Tekla structure 000 and the AutoCAD coordinates 000 are the same. But the Revit, they have two different coordinates: the project point and the survey point. So what we need for them to do before they export the IFC is the set the project point. But in this case, I will just simply whatever they have given to us. So I select the sample module, and then I'll just simply click add model. So once you add the model, it will tell you to expand it. Okay, so now it's adding the model. All right, so now the model will be, if you fit work area, so the model will be there somewhere here. Okay, but of course, you just need to change this one to a bigger size, and then modify, and then fit work area, so that you can see the model. So this is the model. That is the model given to us. Okay. So again, this one is a Revit file. If you select this object in component, and then select, because if you select component, this one, you are selecting the whole thing. If you select objects in component, you can select individually. So if you inquire the individual part, you can see that this one is done by Revit. Okay, done by Revit. Okay, so have you done this one? Mine went too far. Yeah, it's far, yes. Correct, it's too far. It will go too far, yes. But because again, the Revit file or the IFC, when it was exported, they did not change the survey point. So we are using the original survey point. But it's okay. What you can do is kindly select the component, okay, and then when you select the whole thing, when you select the component, so you can just simply right click and then move from this point, okay, select this point, and then you can move it manually here. Just put it here. So there you go. And then fit work area. So now I just move the this object to my uh, what I call that, to my 000. Because for us, as I've told you, as a detailer, we don't really need to go to that particular coordinates. It's not for us, because for us, our main purpose is to fabricate. Okay, so once we fabricate the element, then our job is done. So the coordination, then they need to do the proper coordination. So they need to have the coordinates. But again, it depends on how you deal with the company. Okay, so but basically, if you're a fabricator, then all you have to deal is with the drawing and the shop drawing. Okay, so now we're going to concentrate on this. So from here, let us edit, go to the view and then work area. So using 2 points, so I'm going to pick this to work area. There you go. And here we're going to concentrate only on this part. So maybe I will change this one again to let's say 15 meters, modify, and there you go. Okay, so we are going to uh, work on this one. So how about the others? Did you manage to do the same, to get the same output? Okay, Devin, good. You got it. So you put that one on the 0. How about Howard, Lynn, Jeremy, Cesar? Did you manage to move it? Okay, very good. Jeremy, okay. Lynn, yeah. It looked rotated. Okay. Yeah, this one. You mean this one is rotated? Yes. It's not on the straight one. So anyway, it's okay if it is something like this. Unless it's rotated on the other way around, not on this way, but on this, rotated on this part. But if it is rotated like this, then it should be okay. Yeah, this one is not okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Can I okay, can I control? All right. Okay, so what you can do is, okay, let me just control your view. Control P. Ah, right. I think I know what happened here. Okay, what I can do is this, huh? I'm going to delete this one again. Yeah, I'm going to delete this one. All right, and then delete. And then let us check your view plane, and then set this one to 0. Okay, and then again, let's add the model and sample IFC, open, and then add model. All right, so from here, we can just simply fit work area. Yeah. Okay, and then here, select the yeah, select and then move from this point here. Yeah, should be okay now. And then right click, and then fit work area. So should be okay now. Fit work area. Right click and then fit work area. Now select the view, right click, select the view, right click, fit work area. Okay, there you go. Okay, so and then like what I did here, you just simply select the work area so that you don't see the other model here, and then we concentrate on this. Okay, so I'm just giving you the idea what will be the workflow. So usually the Revit will provide you this. Of course, if you don't have this IFC, then of course you have the reference drawing that you need to model it one by one. But if you have the IFC, then it will be much better. I mean, it will save your work because all you have to do, if the IFC is correctly created here, then you can just simply what do you call that, use the IFC and then convert it to Tekla structure. So I will leave this one to you. Okay, I will just show you once, and then let's say, for example, if you're still working after this session, this is what I can do. So if you select object in component, so what happened here is I can select individually, right? I can select individually. So let's say, for example, I select this part, I select this part. Sorry, I select this part, and then here under the manage, you can convert IFC object, right? So once you convert the IFC object, you will see if the IFC is a good quality IFC, if the conversion is extrusion. So meaning these four parts that I selected is a good quality IFC because the conversion is as extrusion. So I'll just simply apply and then close it. So now that one is converted to Tekla structure element. So if I turn off the this one, turn off. So now this one is Tekla structure. So Tekla structure meaning I can just simply, if you double click on this one, by the way, it is steel, so I can simply change this one to, sorry, I change this one to, let's say I'll change this one to C40, enter. So this one now will become a concrete. So this time, you can now add the reinforcement here if you like. So let's say, for example, I have this concrete and then rebar bar group. So you can now select and then add the reinforcement. So something like that. Because this one is already Tekla structure element. Because if not, here, I cannot add the reinforcement. Let's say, for example, in this case, I cannot add the reinforcement here, right? Because here it will say object not found because this one is not Tekla structure element unless I convert that one using the manage and then convert IFC object. All right. Now, let's say, for example, I think there's one case here that maybe this 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 part, I'm going to do the manage convert IFC. So I want to show you that sometimes, okay, like let's say, for example, this one, no conversion. So meaning the IFC cannot be converted as this part. Okay, but it's okay. You can still convert this one, but you need to force the conversion to item. Okay, convert as an item. All right, but if it is converted as an item, meaning it is not, it is not, it will not be flexible. It will not be parametric. You cannot change it. Okay, it's a fixed profile. But if you're sure that that item is already fixed and then no changes, then you can convert as an item. If not, then you need to remodel that one in Tekla structure. So if I apply this one, changes, click OK. What happened? Click OK, and there you go. So I don't know if that one. Okay, there you go. So here, see, it's still converted, but this one is an item. But this one is still fine because the shape is there, and then if it is correct, then you can still use it, and then you can add uh, the reinforcement there. All right. So what you can do in one time, you can also select everything and then manage, convert IFC. So now I can convert it. I convert everything. So even the cut is converted. So you can see here that no conversion. If you like to convert, you can select this one as item. If you don't like, then you can remodel it, something like this. So if you don't like to convert, then don't don't convert as an item, but you need to remodel it. If you notice here, the one that convert to item are the wire loops. So what are the wire loops? This one. Wire loop is this one, the channel. Okay. Ah, I think there's one. There's wire loop inside as well. I will show it to you. Okay, close it, and then here, if you turn off, so if you control to, I remember there's a wire loop here. No, I think this is the one that called wire loop. No, this one is column. I remember there's something. Okay, this is the wire loop. Anyway, you can delete that one if you like. Yeah, that one is more on the details. Okay, so here you can also delete all these things. So you can if you have a difficulties to use the converted uh, model, then you can always remodel it. You can always remodel it using our modeling tools. Because sometimes, I mean, for me personally, I rather do the remodeling it or use the mapping and then remodel it so that I can understand more. Okay, but because sometimes if other model it and then you just continue, then you need to study a lot more than starting it from the scratch. Okay, so that's my my own my personal opinion. But of course, if you can continue working on this one, then you you go on. You can continue on that one. All right. So tomorrow we're going to work on this model. All right, and then I mean I cannot promise that we can finish this one tomorrow because of course learning is teaching and learning it takes some times, but at least you will have the idea how we're going to work on this one. Okay, so I think that's all for now. We tackle a lot of things today about the drawings and all these things, so I think it's time for us to uh, uh, to, to wrap it up. So we are going to continue tomorrow. Unless you have a question, you can type in, and then if not, then okay. So Cesar, no question. All right. Thank you very much. How about the others? Any question, or we can call it a day? All right. So what happened? That mine module was okay. That one is I'm not sure why it is rotated. But one of the reason maybe is the UCS. That could be one possible reason. The UCS. That's why it's rotated. So yeah. Okay. So all right. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.